This is my my first ever official vlog. Yeah, we'll see how these go. Please be kind. Obviously I'm not used to standing in front of a camera. If there's any tips or advice you want to give me about how to make these a bit better, please leave a comment. Basically the purpose of these videos is just to, it's like a progression from my forum. I've got a thread on Turbosport which I use to show the progression of the build, the 8 or 9 year build of this guy, the Mk3 Escort. And now that the car's at a stage where I can call it kind of finished, it's, you know, it's taxed, MOT'd, it's legal. The purpose of these videos now is to show you all or keep you all up to date with any upgrades or the progression of the car. Maybe do the odd how-to video. I'm planning on taking the car hopefully for a couple of track days, maybe next year, to Knockhill. So I'll take the camera along there, be quite interested in filming that. I'll stick the GoPro in the car when I'm going around the track. Potentially take it to Crail on a drift day. Or not a drift day, but you know, have a little shot of the little drift track. And sort of take it, yeah, see what happens. Hopefully don't blow the car up. A little bit apprehensive about taking the car on a track day, basically because I don't want to bin it. I don't want to end up upside down or in a tyre wall or something. So I think my first track day will be, you know, getting used to it. So yeah, I mean, this first video I think will be a good way to introduce you all to the car. I've done a few videos before on YouTube. Just me driving around basically, nothing really that interesting. But I'll give you a bit of a sort of rundown on the car, what it's got, what it, you know, what I've done to it, etc. So the car itself it's a Mk3 Escort. I like to call it the Smurf just because of the colour. It is originally a 1.3L. So it started off life not very exciting. Bought it from a guy in North Yorkshire who started it, stripped the car down, bought all the parts for it, all the panels, and just lost heart with it really. So I jumped in there and bought the car, trailered it back to here, and then started stripping the car down some more. So yeah, in here we've kept things really simple. You know, it's all stripped out, kind of that race car look. You know, there's no carpets or headlining or anything in the car. So yeah, I mean, we've got your 6-point safety devices bolt-in cage, fairly solid. Hopefully never have to test that out and roll the car over. But so we'll start with, we've got your OMP Corsica steering wheel. It's quite a nice wee wheel actually, I quite like the feel of it. It's a sort of suede wheel. You've got your push button start, which is from a Honda S2000. Your 12 volt socket for charging phones and stuff, really. Some extra little gauges down there. You've got your battery voltage, oil pressure and water temperature. Your sort of standard sport binnacles. So you've got these, so it's got the rev counter on it. Unfortunately the rev counter doesn't actually work just now, so we'll need to look into getting that fixed or buy a replacement one. And obviously we've got a little shift light down there as well, which doesn't work because the rev counter doesn't work, so we'll get that sorted at some point in the future. So yeah, fairly basic in here. You've got your OMP TRS seats, quite basic, but FIA approved. FIA approved. you've got your OMP 3-inch harnesses, 4-point, and they are FIA as well, just in case I ever want to get into hill climbs and stuff where these things are sort of required, to have a FIA stamp on them. Give you a better little look at everything that's going on in here. So yeah, there's your sort of setup. Standard handbrake, mechanical handbrake. Maybe change it for a hydraulic handbrake in the future. But yeah, all fairly basic in here. We bought a glove box for the car, but didn't fit just because the roll cage the door wouldn't open, and it just wouldn't fit. And it seemed a shame to butcher the glove box, so we just made a sort of kind of ghetto makeshift kind of thing. It would be, I'm sure all the purists will be having a right chunter about this, but it's functional, keep some stuff in it. Yeah, happy days. You've got your door cards here, which were made from 5mm Foamex board, which is like 5mm board, which is made out of sort of PVC and foam, really lightweight, quite cheap, and it's covered in a carbon fibre vinyl. It's quite a decent sort of vinyl, and just homemade handles, pretty ghetto. In the back here, you've got your welded in firewall. It's all been blocked off, so there's no seats going back in there. You've got your fuel lines and your brake lines coming through the car. Little fire extinguisher. Little Smurf mascot, because it's the Smurf. But all very fresh and clean in here. Really sort of, pretty fresh. Spent a little while kind of painting this. Well, look in the boot here. You've got, obviously the first thing you see is the big alloy fuel tank. It's a 12-gallon tank with your little filler bowl there. That is connected up to your facet fuel pump. And you've got your regulator, Filter King regulator filter. Wrong size spare. So obviously we have 15-inch wheels on the car. That's a 13-inch spare, so that's something we'll need to get. And your, however you pronounce that, battery. Yeah, fairly standard in here. Obviously we have welded in a hole for the fuel filler, nice and smooth. Looks pretty slick now, I think. Let's have a little look in here. So there we have the mighty boat anchor, 2-litre Pinto. It's a big valve head. You've got your Kent FR32 fast road cam on there, so fairly mild. That's going on to twin 45 Delortos. Makes a nice little racket. And you've got your Ashley 4-branch manifolds. One thing I forgot to show you inside actually is it's got a bias pedal box, so that's your brake reservoirs for the pedal box. We've done away with the old servo. And we've got a large AirTech aluminium radiator, which does the job. Oil catch tank there. You've got your little aftermarket washer bottle there, straight off of eBay. Yeah, Ashley 4-branch manifold, I think I've already said that, which connects to an Ashley single box sport system. Makes a nice little note. This was a bit of a faff.
trying to find a cap that fitted onto this rocker cover, which I was refusing to get rid of because I really liked the sort of big chunky rocker cover, but I couldn't get a cap to fit for some reason. And the one cap that did fit was off of a Rover V8, so there you go, it's got a Rover V8 filler cap. So yeah, I mean, it's a fairly mild engine. You're probably talking somewhere in the region of about 150 brake on a good day maybe. But I like it, you know, it's torquey, it's quite a quick wee engine. It'll keep up with a lot of kind of modern cars these days. Yeah, I'll give some guys a few wee scares at the lights. Actually, this was one thing I was quite proud of. It's their tailgate struts from a Mk3 Mondeo. So there you go. If you ever want to do the same modification, Mk3 Mondeo tailgate struts, and really simple to do. They're quite fiddly, but you know, they keep the bonnet up. You know, hold it up in place, no bother at all. Yeah. So I mean, this engine is doing me absolutely fine just now. The future may hold something different. Ideally, I'd like to see a naturally aspirated Cosworth in there, but not sure my pennies will stretch to that. So we'll need to see what the future holds. But just now, the old boat anchor puts a smile on my face. I'm happy. So yeah, wheel wise, we're running 8x15 JBW wheels, I think they're called, Rally Design Jobs, and we're running the Toyo Proxys tyres. Yeah, good, nice sticky tyres, pretty good. And up front we've got vented discs with just our standard M16 calipers. That's probably going to be an upgrade in the near future, but just now it stops the car, so I'm happy. In the back here, good old trusty standard brakes in the back, all new, all serviced, but standard back brakes. So again, the likelihood is these will get converted to disc brakes. If anyone's got any sort of recommendations of rear brakes for a Mark II Escort, if you leave a wee comment, that'd be really helpful actually, because we're at the stage of trying to figure out what we're going to put in the back. I've heard Sierra 4x4 calipers are good in the back, so yeah, any suggestions you've got, that'd be great. So body kit wise, we've got the Gartrack. It's like the tarmac spec arches on it, but as they're Gartrack arches, I think the official name for those are the Borum spec arches. So slightly wider than the Forest arches at the back, and if I'm being being biased, but I think they look awesome. Yeah, quite happy with how these came, or how these turned out. And obviously we've got the front spoiler that suits that. One of the little things that I did to the bodywork which I quite liked was these little vents, which it had a new front panel in it, so what I did was just cut out the original radiator holes, like had the two rectangular slots, and I just pieced in a bit of metal with 5 holes that I drilled into it. I think it looks quite nice, looks quite mean at the front like that, so yeah, that was a little thing that I was quite proud of. For anybody that's looking to put some mirrors on their Mark II Escort. Don't put these on because they are yeah, they're pretty pants. Can't see anything out of them, and can never get them sitting at the right angle, so I need to figure out if we can get them sitting at a better angle, or yeah, see if I can pick up some original ones, because these were sort of eBay specials. So yeah, see if I can sort them out, because ideally before I get on a track day I would like to be able to see what's coming up on my left hand side. So there you have a brief little introduction into the Smurfmobile. Yeah, so really this video was just a little walk around the car, show you most of the things that have been done to it. If anybody's interested in having a little read through the thread that I've got in Turbosport, I'll put a little link in the description, and it takes you right back to kind of 2008 where it all sort of started. Everything I've done in the car, really. It's been a long build, but we got there in the end. Yeah, so like I say, there'll be more videos to come. I'll actually be doing some work on the car, so it'll be interesting to see what the upgrades in the future will hold. I think the next job for us is likely going to be the diff. Currently we've got a 354 diff on the back. It's an open diff, so it's alright. It's a bit of an all-rounder. You know, good in the motorway. It's quite a good sort of off the lights, if you like. It's quite a quick wee diff, quite a quick ratio. But I've got a 4.1 diff kicking about the garage somewhere, so I'm going to try the 4.1 and you know, maybe do a little comparison video comparing the 354 to the 4.1, because I did a video a little while ago where I did a 0 to 60 in the 354, which I think was about 8 seconds, which is reasonable. It's alright for a 40-year-old car, but I've heard that sticking at 4.1 in will give you a sort of better 0 to 60 time, so it might not make any difference, but it might do, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like. Yeah. So yeah, if you like these videos, if you want to see some more of these videos, follow the life of the Smurf. Feel free to like the videos, and you know, please subscribe. That'd be great, and to get some support. Yeah, and you can sort of follow the rest of the build, or the progression of the car, and see where it takes me.